you're probably asking yourself how to create one. Well, the creation process can be any number of things, from taking a photo of previous work, animating something in 3D, drawing something digitally. You aren't limited to what you can create, just kind of the site that you publish it onto. And when we refer to sites, we mean networks essentially. If you post it on one network, you have the ability to do this, that, or that. And in this case, I'll be using OpenSea as the best reference. OpenSea is dominating the NFT space, and it's a relatively healthy community for creators to upload their works. I, for one, have had some minor success on OpenSea, creating various different animated pieces that have sold. Now, before using OpenSea, you want to make sure your files are prepped. There is a limit of 50 megabytes, which can be a barrier for some. You want the best quality while retaining the best compression, just a happy medium between the two. These exports can either be in JPEG, PNG, or MP4 format. It's important to note that once you sell something on OpenSea, you cannot change the metadata. Now, this is different from listing, where once you list, you can change things, but of course once you sell, it's a bit different. But if you're looking to change the metadata post-launch, you can always try minting via a contract. Of course, this isn't limited to OpenSea, but rather something that you would go off and do on your own. The basics on OpenSea are to get the essentials. Make sure that you're linking your other social media, you have a bio, and your files are prepped and ready to go. First off, you'll head to collections and create your own. Collections are like the kind of group or category of NFTs that you're creating. For example, I create animated pieces and I call them Kiras. The first time you create anything on OpenSea, you'll have to pay a gas fee, so make sure you have some Ethereum on hand. You can pay this using an extension like MetaMask. Before you publish, make sure that you fill out relevant information like properties or levels. Let's say I have a generative project of 8,000 different characters. Well, some of them have the same traits, some of them may not, some of them may be unique, and we want to identify that. For everything you sell on OpenSea, an additional 2.5% is taken off the top. While listing on OpenSea is free, aside from the first gas interaction, this is how they essentially make money in the long run. Once you've uploaded, you're good to go. You've just created your first NFT. From there, in terms of marketing, you can usually head to Twitter or Discord. But keep in mind, people usually won't listen to you unless you're a collector. But you can always take a chance and message as many people as possible about your project. Or you can create a community of your own friends. Typically, friends are always there to support. If they're not purchasing your art, maybe they'll shill it for you. Shilling is often a term referred to as trying to sell a project or market a project. Just think, if 1,000 people see your project and one person decides to buy it, that's a win. In large part, that's how I marketed my work. I joined a community, made friends, and advocated for the utility of the art that I was creating. The artwork definitely helps, but it's not the be-all and end-all. No one will purchase it if they're not interested in what you're doing as an artist in the long term. It's definitely not straightforward, and there's not many ways to cut corners. Unless you're a celebrity, of course. Make sure to dive headfirst and go all in. Get the word out there. The sooner, the better. The more time you familiarize yourself with the community, the more people who will enjoy your work and enjoy you as a person. So don't let laziness be the defining factor in why your work doesn't sell. The only thing that's preventing your dreams from becoming a reality is getting in there. And that's all for now. I kept it rather simple, but if you have any questions, make sure to drop it in the comments below. Thanks again. Peace.